Hello guys, welcome to the Trading Parrot. I want to give you an update in regards to altcoin season. Are we heading into an altcoin season? What happened with the Bitcoin dominance at 60%? How are the altcoins performing now? Did we miss the train? All of these questions we're going to look into this video. Guys, if you like this type of content, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I put out one of these videos. Let's get into the content. So here we have the altcoin season index. This is a website that you can access for free and it tracks most of the altcoins and it places Bitcoin in terms of performance of the last 90 days in terms of percentage. And then depending on where is Bitcoin located in here in terms of the ranking, you get an index. So at the moment we are getting a reading of 37 and you can even plot this thing. So what I'm seeing at the moment in the altcoin season just with naked eye is that we made a bottom at 12 on the 30th of July. After that, we have done a second attempt to break above 46 in the index. This is the first, this is the second. The first was on July of 2024. It's been a painful move down for the altcoins. No one is going to say that altcoins have been doing great so far this year. Indeed, it's been just a painful bleeding throughout the year. People admit, sure, it's been the cycle of Bitcoin, but what's going on with the altcoins? And I think in this video, we need to look into that. After having this number 12 bottom, we started heading again into 46 and we came back down. In this period is where Bitcoin started breaking out from the megaphone pattern. And I think Bitcoin is having his moment right now, looking for what's going to be the next local top, whether there's going to be some period of consolidation sideways before the next big move up. That's what typically you will expect in this season in a cycle of Bitcoin. During those moves, we tend to see the altcoin season catching up with Bitcoin right after Bitcoin makes a big move and it starts going sideways. One of the things that stands out in this area is that after we have the move back down in here, we're not putting new lows. We continue putting higher lows in here. This is higher low, and higher low, with the caveat as well that we have just formed a W pattern formation. This could be a local bottom for the alts relative to this 46 with a low of 22. Breaking above 37 on the altcoin season index could be indicating that we are due for an expansive move of the altcoins as well. And that's why we are looking into this video today. We're going to look into other charts to see if we are just bullshitting with this or if we are looking in the right direction. When we look at altcoin season, there are two major charts that you cannot skip. Number one, Bitcoin dominance, which we're going to look just in a second. Second, Ethereum, because no matter how much we are hating, including myself, the performance of Ethereum at this point in time, it's still Ethereum the king of the altcoins in terms of market cap and influence in what the rest of the market does. And around late September, we were calling for a breakout on Ethereum. And we said that in order to be in the right direction at this point on Ethereum to find a bottom, we need to break above this trend line on the weekly RSI, test support, which you can see clearly that that's what we did, put new highs and higher lows as well. Now we're having a breakout that is impulsive. We went straight into 54. That's above the median calculated with statistics, and that's also above the typical psychological RSI of 50 that tells a lot of investors that we are in the right direction in an uptrend. Why do we have this red ball and this green ball in here? The red ball is where we could have gone if we enter in a bear market for Ethereum, and that is priced somewhere around the $900 if I remember right. And going to the top of the range in this RSI, which is something that we have done in every single market in this descending channel for Ethereum, could take Ethereum to an RSI of 86. Anything can happen in between 54 to 86. There can be multiple corrections, but what we want to see is that we maintain higher highs and higher lows overall in a trajectory up. That is the beginning of something big, not for Ethereum only, because Ethereum might not perform as great as many other altcoins, but it could guide the rest of the new guys in town as well into the right direction. That's why we sniff into this. And we have a second factor today to revisit, which is the Bitcoin dominance. And the Bitcoin dominance on the weekly chart is doing something phenomenal that today you cannot miss. It's impossible. It's the dumbest thing that you can do this week is to ignore the Bitcoin dominance. Look at this. It made it to 60.56. it broke above all the resistance, and this is resistance now using candle highs, not the closing levels that we were using before. Why? Because we had to move this thing in here because we went so high above an ascending broadening wedge, which is bearish, and we managed to close above it. But now we are coming back below, not just inside the previous range, but also we are putting out an engulfing red candle on the weekly. So if this weekend we close with a candle like this, it will look pretty bearish for doing so around the 60%, increasing the likelihood that we are on our way to the altcoin season. I'm not saying that, altcoin season comes tomorrow and everything is gonna just pump non-stop. If you're new to the market, take that out of your brain. It doesn't work like that. The path into 3x's, 5x's, and 10x's of coins is very painful to watch. It will always be like that, with lots of doubts and emotional roller coaster. That is the price you pay for potentially eventually seeing those gains. So this is a major thing. The Ethereum chart is a major thing as well. The support at 57.7, it is the last final nail in the coffin for the Bitcoin dominance uptrend. Okay, so coming here, it is a big deal. Red candle, sure. Coming and testing that, well, that's the moment where the drum roll needs to start, because at that point, if we bounce back up and we hit 65%, massive pain for the altcoins. But if this breaks down 57 after being for so long in an ascending widening wedge, investors are just gonna start going like crazy. People are gonna come to the streets to cry as a sign of happiness. USDT dominance is also on the way down, but USDT dominance is telling us something different that we need to pay attention. And you might notice in here that I have an alert set for USDT dominance crossing below 4.5%. Why am I doing that? Just look at this chart from the distance from 2018, and you're gonna see how the dominance on USDT is bouncing on this uptrend support line, and at the moment is coming very fastly, sharply towards that level of support. The last time we did that was in March 2024, and if you were not paying attention to this resistance in here, you will have stayed in a position on altcoins and see that everything goes into USDT from there, and you're still in a position, and the drawdown was huge in here for the altcoins. So careful, because at the moment we are at 477. I put my alert at 4.5 because I want to immediately know if we get into there, because in the whole history of the USDT dominance, we have never broken or gone beyond that. Going beyond that will mean that people are even using more USDT that they ever had relative to this trend line, and that alts can continue going higher and Bitcoin as well. But if history repeats and we get a bounce from here, that will be a shake off that should hurt just like it hurt in March. So be aware of that, okay? Let's think about altcoin season, but time your entries further away from that point there. That's the point of death, okay? I'll put my alert. I let you know on Twitter, Instagram, and Telegram if we get too close to that and what am I doing, my thoughts. Probably we will make a video about that as well. But if I was you, I will put an alert myself into my own email to kick me big in the B so I take action. And total 3, we've been tracking it because the full bull market has been bouncing on this support. We had the breakout after a triple bottom in here, and after putting this low, we are now putting a high. This is very positive, guys. There is a lot of headroom for continuation if things are still positive. Just make sure that you understand that at an RSI of 59, there is some resistance. We previously had turmoil in here that took us back down to support. It was support in May before we collapsed back into the final line in the sand. Then we did this triple bottom. So I will be prepared in here to see something. Hopefully we don't have to come back to the last line in the sand. Hopefully it's just a shake and then we continue following what this arrow is showing us. You can see that others is respecting the 177 billion of market cap for the altcoins, which is great. I don't like the pattern though, okay? So this pattern is not nice. So I'm hoping that we don't go just here and then we get into that USDT of below 4.5% accumulating dominance, and then we have to break and go to 91 billion. I hope not. I hope this is just a terrible head and shoulders that really doesn't match the pattern and we can ignore it. I think to invalidate it, I will say if we get to 285 billion in here, then this shoulder is just too substantial relative to this one to say that we still have a head and shoulders. Total 3 is against resistance. This one includes Ethereum. Others, by the way, doesn't include any of the top 10 market cap of crypto altcoins. Total 3 ignores Ethereum and Total 2 includes Ethereum, and Total has absolutely everything. And you can see that Total is doing a very similar breakout than Bitcoin is doing, but it hasn't come back down to retest, for example, 2.4 trillion. But on the RSI, you have a breakout there. On Total 2, this is a breakout as well. Total 3 breakout, and others too. Guys, if you are interested in trading altcoins, look no further than Bybit. Bybit has a very wide range of altcoins. They support perpetuals, futures, in bears. You can use your altcoins as collateral. It works with all the trading bot platforms and their API. It's a lot more reliable than many other exchanges. If you use my link in the description, you can claim up to 30,000 in rewards subject to trading volume and the lowest fees as well. But if you want a hassle-free experience, something like in the next 5 minutes, I already have an exchange, I deposit and I can trade. I don't have to do KYC, no need for VPN, and you can trade from anywhere in the world. Have multiple accounts, one for trading Bitcoin, one for trading altcoins, one for Degen, or whatever you want. Look no further than Bluffing. I have created 2 accounts in 5 minutes, deposit and have access to leverage and do whatever I want to do. If you use my link in the description, you can get 10,000 in rewards subject to trading volume and the lowest fees to trade. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.